In 18 years as a funeral insurance agent, I watched over 1,000 families scramble for these 7 documents in the worst moment of their lives. Families who had the checklist ready, their grief was hard enough. They didn't need the added chaos. I'm Jen Veers, and today I'm giving you the exact checklist I wish that every family had. Before we dive in, I need to tell you something. This isn't theory. For 18 years, I sat across from families who were pre-planning for themselves or someone that they loved. Sometimes somebody was sick. Many of the time, they weren't. They were just doing this as an act of love to help their family because they knew when they were gone, this was going to be so awful for their family to go through. And I saw what happened when they prepared, and sadly, I saw what happened when they didn't. The difference was heartbreaking. So I created the Legacy Guide System. It's a complete guidebook plus 10 fillable PDF worksheets to make sure no family goes through that chaos again. But today, I'm giving you the 7 most critical documents absolutely free. Document 1, Social Security. The first thing the funeral home asks for is the deceased person's Social Security number. You would think that this is easy, right? Wrong. I cannot tell you how many times I watch adult children realize they had no idea where their parents' Social Security card was. They would spend hours searching through files, calling siblings, even trying to contact the Social Security office, which is closed on weekends. Meanwhile, the funeral home cannot proceed with death certificates without this number. Write this down. Put a copy of the Social Security card in your Legacy Guide binder. Not the original, a copy. Keep it with your other vital documents. Document 2, Birth Certificate. This one surprises some people. Why would you need a birth certificate when someone dies? Because the funeral home needs it to verify identity and complete official paperwork. And here's the thing. If you don't have it, getting a replacement takes weeks. I remember one family who had to delay the funeral by nearly 2 weeks because they couldn't find the birth certificate. And the state office was backed up. 10 extra days of grief and waiting, delaying the funeral 2 weeks just to get a certified copy of the death certificate. So, right now, get a certified copy of your birth certificate. Do it now. Put it in your Legacy Guide binder. It is very important. It will help your family tremendously. Document 3, Military Discharge Papers, aka DD-214. If you or your loved one served in the military, this document unlocks benefits many families don't even know exist. Free burial in a national cemetery, a headstone, a flag, military honors, the plot, the opening and closing, an interment service prior to being interred at the cemetery. We like to say once you get through the gates of the cemetery, everything is taken care of for your service. So veterans, thank you. This is your due from a grateful nation. It covers both the veteran and their spouse. Everything's taken care of once you get through the gates of the cemetery. Doesn't take care of the funeral. That's separate. However, the cemetery is covered. Either a full body burial in the cemetery or your cremated remains in an urn laid to rest either in a plot or in a columbarium, in a niche in a columbarium. That is your choice. And again, for no charge. But without the DD-214, none of it will happen. You have to have the DD-214. I worked with a widow whose husband served in Vietnam. She had no idea where his discharge papers were. She searched for weeks and weeks. She missed out on thousands of dollars in benefits because we couldn't prove his service in time. If you serve, request your DD-214 from the National Archives today if you don't have it. If your loved one served, ask them where it is right now so you know. This should be with your important papers. It's vitally important. Document 4, Insurance Policies. Now, please, I am an insurance agent. I've been an insurance agent for a long, long time, even prior to doing funeral planning. And this is where I saw the most heartache. Families had no idea life insurance policies even existed. Believe it or not, they had no idea. Or worse, they knew about one policy, but there were three more that they never found. I remember a woman who struggled financially for 2 years after her husband dies. 2 years later, she found a $100,000 life insurance policy in the box in the attic. That money could have changed everything for her in the moment. Here's what you need to do. Make a list of every insurance policy you have: life insurance, burial insurance, aka final expense or pre-need insurance, accidental death policies, any policies through work, policies through unions. Write down the company name, the policy number, and the phone number. Put the copies of the actual policies in your legacy guide. Tell someone you trust where this information is. I also have a worksheet that you can fill out, digital, fillable. You could print it and fill it out or fill it out digitally, and you can put that information in there as well. This is very important for your family. You have life insurance. You paid on it all these years. You thought about your family. It was an act of love. They need to know where it is. Very important. Very, very important. Now, document 5, clothing and personal preferences. And this might seem small in the big scheme of things, but I promise you it's not. The funeral home needs to know what clothing the deceased will wear. If you're having a viewing or visitation, meaning you're in a casket and family and friends are having a last goodbye and viewing your physical body. Now, if you're being cremated later, you can still have a viewing if that is your wish, uh, obviously prior to cremation. But your family needs to give the funeral home the outfit that you're going to be buried in, and the outfit that you're going to be viewed in. It's very important. And that is something that is very hard for the family to pick. So if you have an outfit that you love, go ahead and make sure that your family knows where it is. Again, I have this in the Legacy Guide system in the worksheet that you can fill out and you can notate that. Tell you a quick story about my aunt. She was my godmother. I loved her very, very much. She went, one of her daughters got married and she had this beautiful periwinkle not a pantsuit, a suit, but a skirt suit. And it was gorgeous, matched her eyes beautifully. It was really, really pretty. It looked great on her. It cost a fortune. My uncle wasn't happy about it, that she paid all this money, but she loved it. Very important for the mother of the bride to, look good. So she said, bury me in this. Everybody knew. Bury me in this. This is what I want to be buried in. This is what I want to wear for my viewing. So if you have something like that, if you have an outfit that you love, go ahead and put that out. Likewise, gentlemen, if you have a suit you love or you were in the service and you want to your visitation to be with you wearing your military uniform, go ahead and put that. Some men say, "Oh, I don't fit in it anymore." Believe me, the funeral home can work miracles. They'll make you look presentable, and they will put you in your uniform if that is your wish. Now, I'll tell you, it is so important that you know what the deceased will wear. And I have watched families argue about this. I've watched adult children break down because they had no idea what their parents would have wanted. One son told me, I don't know if my dad wanted to be buried in a suit or his favorite flannel shirt. That guilt stayed with him. So it is so important to just go ahead and write down your preferences now. What do you want to wear? Do you want to wear jewelry for your visitation? Do you want your glasses on? I don't, but I need them for right now and to do everything. But I don't want my glasses for my viewing. No. Do you want your wedding ring to stay on? Or do you want it to go to your spouse? These details matter. Personally, I would not want to be cremated, nor would I want to be buried with any jewelry. I love jewelry. I wear jewelry all the time. But I have people in my family that I love very much that I'm passing my jewelry on to. And my husband knows very, very well. Do not to do not take my wedding ring and have me cremated with my wedding ring or buried with my wedding ring. Now, there are some cultures that is their wish and that's how it's done. And, different strokes for different folks. That's why this is important. It is what is important to you personally. That is what you want to notate. That is what you want your family to know. There are so many decisions they're going to have to make right away. We're talking, believe it or not, 100 decisions that they're going to have to make right away. So many different little details. And the more that you can write down and help them and let them know what your wishes are, the better and the easier you're going to make it for your family. Please give your family peace of mind. They want to honor you. They want to know your wishes exactly. It is so important to please do that. Document number 6, obituary information. Now, when someone dies, the funeral home asks the family to provide certain information for the obituary. Full name, date of birth, place of birth, parents' names, siblings' names, children's names, grandchildren, education, career highlights, hobbies, church membership. I watched families sit there trying to remember if their mom graduated in 1965 or 1966, trying to remember the correct spelling of their dad's mother's maiden name, so their grandma's maiden name. I cannot tell you how many families do not know this, and I cannot tell you how many arguments I witnessed. Yes, in front of me, pre-planning, adults nearly coming to blows, screaming matches, super duper upset, usually before the death had occurred. And they're just so upset if they had a parent that was ill and they were putting this in place for their parent because they knew they were going to be so upset if something happened to their parent. They wanted to have everything arranged, but they didn't know the information. And it's really, really difficult. So arguing about whether to include the estranged brother. Now, this information you can write down right now while you remember it. While you remember it clearly. And here's the thing. You get to control your own story. You get to decide what's included. Don't leave this for your grieving family to try to figure out. You love them. You've taken care of them your whole life. This is just another way for you to continue to do that. Now, on document number 7, final wishes and instructions. This is the most important document of all. It's the one most people avoid. Burial or cremation? What cemetery? What funeral home? Do you want a service? If so, what songs? What readings? Who should speak? I sat with a family where the siblings spent 3 days arguing about whether their mom wanted to be cremated or buried. 3 days fighting during the worst week of their lives. Their mom was very, very, very ill, and they wanted to put something in place. And they were fighting like cats and dogs. And it was sad because it should be a time that they're coming together, but that wasn't the case. And I see that again and again and again, sadly. One daughter was absolutely certain her mom wanted to be cremated. The son was equally certain that she wanted to be buried and she wanted to be placed next to their dad. However, she had told her daughter that she wanted to be scattered in the ocean. They were both wrong. We finally found a note that she'd written 10 years earlier. She wanted cremation and she wanted some of her ashes scattered at the lake, not the beach, the lake. And then that was where she and her husband had their first date. And then she wanted the rest of her cremains laid to rest with her husband. So they were both sort of right, but nobody knew. The fighting, the guilt, the second guessing, all of it been avoided if she had just told them and written it down and put it someplace that they could easily find it. Now, thank goodness that lady did write it down and they eventually found it, but those hard feelings were left. I mean, once you say something, it can't be unsaid. Said. So I'm asking you to do something right now. Even if you don't fill out every detail, please write down the big decisions. Burial or cremation. This is key. This is so important. Take 2 minutes and think about it. Take 5 minutes and think about it. Take 6 months and think about it. Really think about it and decide, what do you want? What is important to you? And then let your family know. Where? What kind of service? I'll tell you, this one conversation, this one document can save your family from so much pain. Now, I know this is a lot. So I created a free vital statistics worksheet that covers the most critical information funeral homes need immediately. And when I say immediately, I mean immediately. They ask for it right away. And your family can't say, I don't know. Well, they have to provide the information. They have to figure it out. They have to give it to the funeral home right away. What I made is one page. You can fill it out in 10 minutes. The link's in the description below and in the pinned comment. Download it. Fill it out somewhere where your family can find it. That one page can save your family hours of stress and confusion and heartache. Let's face it, they're going to be really upset when you die. You love them. They love you. It's going to be absolutely gut-wrenching and horrible. That's just the facts. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You know that. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. But what I am telling you, if you do not know how to pre-plan, if you don't know what to do, if you're overwhelmed, if you have all this confusion about it, hi, I'm Jen Veers. You're in the right place. You're in good hands. I have helped thousands of people over the almost 20 years, and I'm going to help you. This is not difficult. There's a system, and it's called the Legacy Guide System. It's a guide and 10 worksheets. I made it, and it is a very, very, very complete, easy thing for you to do, for you to take the time, for you to think about, for you to make all the decisions that need to be made. Please do what needs to be done. You've taken care of them your whole life. Take care of your family and get this done. The 7 documents that we just spoke about that you absolutely need right away, I'm giving it to you for free. My gift to you. All you have to do is fill it out, put it with your important papers, and please, please let your family know that you have made these decisions. Let them know where this is. It's very important. I hope I have conveyed that to you, how vitally important this is. It is critical. And if you do want the complete system, the full guidebook that walks you through every decision, plus the 10 fillable PDF worksheets covering everything from medical information, financial records, your final wishes, I put together everything in the Legacy Guide system. It's normally $47, but because you're watching this video, you can get it for just $37 using the code YouTube10. That's the guidebook, plus all 10 worksheets, fillable PDFs. You can type in everything, or you can print it out and fill it in by hand. Everything in one place. The link is in the description. This isn't just a planner. It's a plan, and it's a gift of peace of mind for the people you love most. I spent 18 years watching families struggle, and I created this system so you don't have to. You don't have to struggle. If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel so you can get more info and help in pre-planning. I post new videos every week about legacy planning, estate planning, and getting your affairs in order without overwhelm. I will take you by the hand. I will help you. And if you have questions, drop them in the comments below. I read every single one. Thank you for watching, and thank you for taking this step to protect your family. Again, I'm Jen Veers. I'm here to help you. The Legacy Guide system is the answer to protecting your family and having peace of mind. And again, the 7 documents you need, the link is pinned in the comments and also down below. That's free. That's my gift to you. I encourage you to get the Legacy Guide system. That is the complete system of what you need to put everything in place. But that 7 documents, that worksheet is vitally important, and that will help your family tremendously if you just do that one thing and make the decisions and let them know that you have done so. So, bye everybody. Wishing you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.